Guys, it's the Slinger, and this is a Warframe video. All right, so this is my daily grind every day. As soon as I sneak out of work, and it's nighttime, I focus grind. And just so you know, I am not a killer Eidolon hunter, but I am progressing. What I'm doing right now is I took some time, just me time with this game, and I'm not playing with anybody else so that I can work on bettering my techniques and getting better. By the time you're watching this video, because it is scheduled, I'll actually be better than this video. Now, do I make mistakes in this video? Of course. I just picked up a Ynnari Wisp, but I'm by myself, so who cares? I'm not stealing. So, or a Cetus Wisp, sorry, not a Ynnari Wisp. So the idea here is I'm using Virtuous Shadow, so I should be proccing crits by going into his head. I just proc crits. Probably I'm not going to set up a shield here because I usually make that mistake. Oh, there we go, a shield. Alright. Alright, so I procced crits, I put up a shield. Did it technically right, but I didn't one-shot his shields. And I am trying to get better, just so you know, if you're like way better than me and you want to teach me, I'm okay with that. Because I need help. But other than that, I'm just going to be playing by myself because I seem to make better progression by myself in the game. That being said, if you have any common sense pointers to help me out, I'd appreciate that too. Look at this little bugger. Kill him. Arrgh. Little soul cookie. Come on. Give me your soul. Last year was the first time I ever did Eidolons when I came back to Warframe. And somebody said, let's go do Eidolon hunts. And I'm like, what is that? And they're like, oh, these giant monsters, you're going to love it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what do I bring? And they're like, well, you can bring anything or a Rubico. I'm like, okay, so I brought a Rubico. I had no idea what I was doing. Didn't have any focus. Didn't have a good Rubico either. So I couldn't shoot out a Stenobia if I wanted to. And then less than halfway through the match, he took off on me and my buddy. And I think we were left with like some rando that we didn't know, and he had to carry us because we knew absolutely nothing about what we were doing. So it's been a progression, obviously, since then. We met a guy who helped us out with the basics, but when it came down to it, he was super basic player too, but at least he had the basics, which gave us a lot more than what we had. So it's kind of cool when you know somebody that knows more than you, and he can let you in on that. But at a certain point, you're going to have to progress on your own. Because there's certain things you'll just pick up, especially like me, I'm like taking my own video now every day and watching my mistakes and my bad habits and trying to get out of them. And I have a lot of bad habits. Not just in Warframe, but we're just talking about Warframe here, okay? Now, one thing I can't get past is I'm using a 777 amp, right? And a lot of times I'll proc the crit and put up my shield and fire, and I still don't get a lot of damage, whereas if I use the primary, I at least get that instantaneous damage. If anybody has any pointers on what you see I'm doing wrong, please comment below. But by the time you comment, hopefully, I'll know what I'm doing wrong and correct it. One thing I've learned is to fight them up closer. Fighting them up closer, for me, ends it faster. Oh yeah, there's a little sucker leached onto him and I didn't know it. Come here, Soul Cookie. There's probably another one too. Yep, 0 points. Oh, there we go. Oh, something's going on. Zero points. He's got something leached onto him. There we go. And putting the shields close to him, I feel like it actually slows him down a lot of times now. Where I used to always put my shields further back and just take my shots. That his shields go down so much better close up. Obviously, with this amp 777, you've got to be close when you attack. So I'll do this every time it becomes night, 3 to 6 times a day right now, because I need the focus to finish up on my focus schools. And I know they're changing them soon, so I just want to get as much racked in as I can, so I can get money back from my pool and get all my waybounds done in each class or school. I was Vazarin. I've recently switched to Zeneric. Vazarin I did on purpose because, you know, to help people be a good team player, you're a Vazarin player. But then when other people aren't Vazarin, it doesn't really matter. So I went to Zeneric, and I'll probably be doing Ynnari or Madarai. I'm actually working on Madarai right now for my schooling. But as you can see, I've got a long way to go. I'm not bad for like... would I call myself a meat and potatoes player? Like, I guess you could call me a redneck warframer. But definitely have room to get better. I am getting better. I've already gotten better in the last couple days. I just need to take it to the next level. So